Hello and welcome to Sound Mind, Sound Body. I'm Izzy Naud. I'm a health and well-being coach in the music industry. I'm a Tai Chi and Qigong master. I'm also a shiatsu massage therapist and the host of the new Shots of Flow podcast. And today we are going to talk about heart energy for music creatives. So, my first question to you will be, how are you feeling today? How is your energy? Do you feel centered? Do you feel your energy is going all over the place? Or do you feel dynamite with lots of energy flowing, lots of projects going on? Or do you feel like you're recovering from the weekend, or for last week was a sonar week here in Barcelona, many parties and events? Maybe you're still recovering. So, yeah, please share in the chat how are you doing, and let's see what's coming up for you. And first thing first, I'd like to invite you to get centered so we can have a really peaceful session. So I invite you to do 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Third time, inhale and exhale. All right. Now we are here, totally present. So, what we will cover today is heart energy, which in traditional Chinese medicine is connected to the fire and the summer season. I will get into this a little bit deeper in a bit. And we will talk about nutrition based on traditional Chinese medicine and also on the season. Then we will talk about how we can nurture our heart energy. And finally, we will get into some movements, Qigong, Tai Chi, and get this energy, heart energy moving. And in the second part of this workshop, we have the Q&A, which is a safe space that is not recorded, where you can share what is going on for you. So let's get started. So, in traditional Chinese medicine, there is one theory that is the 5 elements. And in the 5 elements, the summer corresponds to the fire element. The 5 elements are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. So you have an overview. And in the summer, we're all about fire element, fire energy. This is an outward energy, up and outward, and it's the maximum yang. So this is about the yin and yang theory. If this is a yin yang, and when we look at the white is the yang, and the summer is the peak maximum yang. Here we are. And then after the cycle continues and we start getting more yin with autumn, and the maximum yin is in winter, and then spring is again the beginning of yang. So, what can we say about the fire element? The fire element is represented by the red color. The emotion is joy, and the sound is laughing. And it's all about connection and passion and sharing and also love. And fire element people, because there's also personalities involved here. We can be more or less fire, and people who are fire personality, they're very expressive. They tend to laugh a lot. They love having new activities. They love starting new projects, and they love spending time with others, and they are the life of the party. And it's a lot about joy and love and self care. And in the fire element, there is the organs, which are the heart and the small intestine. And the heart is where the Shen, which is the spirit, is hosted. So we have the spirit that is here in our heart, and we need to take care of the fire element and the heart energy in a way that it's balanced. Because if it is unbalanced, that's when we have the spirit which gets a bit distracted. And this in traditional Chinese medicine can be about having a lot of anxiety, having insomnia, then sometimes the spirit Shen gets away. That can be talked like hysteria in traditional Chinese medicine. And so then when the fire is in excess, that's when we get emotionally volatile. So it is important to learn to be grounded. So I'm curious, how do you experience the fire energy? What brings you joy and connection? How does your creative life brings you joy and connection? How is all of this connected? Please feel free to share in the comments, or also for people watching the replay, you can leave a comment. Thank you. Now let's get into the summer nutrition tips. So in the summer, we want to eat lighter meals. So salads are good, cold soups, and then also we want the cooking to be lighter. So for example, we want to do sauteed, we can do like wok fried, slightly fried, and also blanched vegetables, and everything that is in a way a light cooking. And we want to reduce the heat inducing foods like alcohol, like caffeine, and also fried and spicy foods. And what is recommended in the summer is to drink a lot of water. So that doesn't mean like big quantities all the time. It's like more like sipping a bit of water throughout the day. And also wear, this is not nutrition wise, but wear some short clothes, like where your body can breathe, your skin can breathe, or like very floating clothes. And in terms of flavors, in the summer, we are recommend to eat pungent, sour, and bitter. So pungent activates the digestion, and it promotes also the body fluids. Sour moistens, and it activates also the body fluids, and it astringes and contains. And finally, bitter clears the heat. That's what we need when it's really hot. And it detoxifies and also clears phlegm. More about those flavors. So what do we find in pungent? What type of foods and ingredients can we find? So in pungent, there's cinnamon, there's basil, dill, fennel, thyme, and also clove, mint, and ginger, garlic, and radish. These are a few examples. For the sour flavor, we have lemon, vinegar, and berries. All the red fruits also are ideal for the summer, and the fire element. And for the bitter flavor, we have the romaine lettuce and the escarole, the dandelion, coffee, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is my favorite dessert. Like, I wouldn't eat dessert, but I will go grab a little piece of dark chocolate. And also olive oil and olives. And one thing that is important is the joyful eating. It is really, eating starts with the eyes, at what we see in our plate. So we want to put all the colors in our plate, and we also want to connect with our emotions, and that's why sharing meals with your friends and family and loved ones are making the meal more digestive. And I'm from France, and in France we have this culture of eating, and sometimes we stay very long hours at the table, just sharing the moment with our loved ones, and it's really part of the culture. And we want to eat with gratitude and calm. So I invite you to put your phones away when you're eating, and also try to not be watching screens at the same time, like work eating in front of your computer. That's not the best way to eat. But let's get into healing tools. So, healing tools for the fire elements, the heart energy. We have a happy list. List everything that you love doing, everything that brings you joy in your life, that lights you up, and try to do one action every day, at least one, because life needs joy to nourish our heart energy. And we want to have closeness and physical touch. So it's a moment to take time with our loved ones, with our family, with our friends, with our pets, our furry people. And also, yes, like hug them, cuddle them, massage them. It's really, yes, we need this physical touch. This is like good for like oxytocin and dopamine, and makes us happy. All these happy endorphins. And then we want to celebrate. So it's time for celebration and connection. So now in the summer is the perfect time to gather with friends, to go to festivals, people performing and on tour. Then you can just like meet your friends wherever you're touring, in the festivals. And also for those who want to take time off, it's a perfect moment to spend time with loved ones. So it's all about like spending time with people, and connecting and spreading the love, definitely. And we want to also practice self-love. Self-love is something that is critical. We really need this, just like as a basis to nurture ourselves. That can be like small things, like massaging oneself, massage your feet before you go to bed. I like to practice my qigong before I go to bed, and also in the morning. I love going to the Montjuic Park in the nature and practice my Chinese martial arts. And so little things like moving our body, taking care of our body, maybe like yes, moisturizing when we get out of the shower, taking a swim, going on a walk in the nature, little tiny things. eating our favorite food, and calling a friend, spending time with our loved ones, like little things that makes us happy. Journaling is also important. It's a good way to like get our thoughts on the paper, and so when we feel like a bit anxious, there's that something is making us think a lot, and that we could be like anxious or worried. I do recommend to write down everything that's going on, or for people who rather do voice notes, well, record an audio, just get it out of the mind, and then it's will feel much better, like things will be more fluid, like when we empty our mind, that's when we make room for new ideas and solutions also. And last but not least, laugh a lot, laugh daily. This is like laughing is what makes us live longer. So we want to laugh every day. And kids, they laugh like hundreds of times. And adults, they laugh like 3 times a day. That's like so so little. So let's get back into this childish spirit, and nurture our inner child and get back into laughing a lot. Now we're gonna get into movements. So I'm gonna invite you to stand up. Okay, and we're gonna do a few movements. It's gonna be like Qigong, which is energy work in Chinese medicine, and also Tai Chi, which is a Chinese martial art. And first of all, we're gonna start by shaking the tension. So we want to bounce, bend the knees, and we go up and down, bounce. Yes. And then we can shake our hands in front and behind of us. So like this, to the front, to the back. And we like release the tension. Okay, and now we're gonna stimulate the number 1 of the heart meridian, which is below the armpit. So here, where the armpit is where the heart meridian starts. So we're gonna give a little strike on each side, like this. And then we make a circle and little the armpit. Circle, and we slap the armpit. Circle, we slap the armpit. Okay, and now we're gonna throw a ball. These are exercises to release tension. Okay, next, with the Qigong, we will start doing a movement connected to the fire energy. So we will do the dragon, the dragon breath. So I invite you to separate both feet, to bend the knees, all right? And then we go to the side and bend the waist and we blow. And on the other side, the head goes up and we look on our shoulder. The head comes back, we look over our shoulder and we bend forward and breathe out. As if we were a dragon that's blowing fire. And the head turns up and we look to the ground. Again. Head turns and we bend forward and exhale through the mouth. And the head turns and we look to the ground. Again, head turns, we bend forward and blow fire. And straighten the legs and look over. Two more times. And to the other side. All right. And we bring the feet together. Okay. Now the next exercise is gonna be to separate the earth and sky. And so we start with holding a balloon in front of our core, and the hand that's up presses down, and the hand that was down goes up and turns, and the palm goes up and pushes to the sky, while the other hand pushes to the ground. And then we turn both palms to gather them and press a balloon. And then other way around. One palm facing the ground, the other palm changes position and faces the sky. And both hands face each other. And it contracts the energy. And again. Palm facing the ground and the other palm turns up to the sky and we push. And both palms face each other and we bring them together. Again, palm facing the ground and the other one turns to face the sky. And we bring them together. And last time. Another exercise is extract from the 5 animal chiku, and we will do one movement connected to the monkey. The monkey work is connected to the fire energy and the joy emotion. And so we have both feet separated, and we take energy from the ground, and we go on the toes, and the hands are below our chin, and we look to the side, and we look to the middle, we look to the other side, we look to the middle, and we go down. And again, take energy from the ground, and on our toes, and hands below the chin, we look to the left, to the middle, to the right, to the middle, and down. Again, take energy from the ground and up on our toes, and we look to the left, and we look to the middle, we look to the right, we look to the middle, and down. And last time, take energy from the ground and up on our toes, and we look to the left, and we look to the middle, we look to the right, we look to the middle, and down. Okay. And we concentrate the energy in the dantian, which is 3 fingers below the navel, one hand on top of the other. We can close the eyes and feel the energy, the vital energy, concentrate there. And little by little, we can open the eyes, let the hands go to the side. Now, I want to stimulate the heart meridian. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to along the trajectory of the meridian. So it goes like this, and there, and here. Finishes at the little finger. So we're gonna hit slightly. Starting below the arm, the armpit. And here we can stimulate the last point. It's number 9 of the heart meridian. You take the nail of the little pinky toe, pinky finger, and we like turn it as if we were unscrewing it. All right. And then the other side. And again, the last acupuncture point from the heart meridian, number 9, and we twist around the nail. our last exercise will be a Tai Chi movement. And what we will do is we will move our hands like clouds. So one hand passes in front of our eyes, like this, on top, while the other hand just caresses the cloud at the bottom and returns away. And we change the hands position and turns away to the other side. There we go. Until we reach the maximum and we switch. Turns away. And turns away. And turns away. And again. And one more time on each side. And this is it for the exercising part. So thank you very much for listening to this. And we will start the Q&A part. And so I will stop the recording. And if you want to know about the following Sound Mind, Sound Body workshops, just follow me on my Instagram or on my Facebook or on my LinkedIn. All the links will be put in the recording on YouTube. Thank you very much.